Jenny, you can come up now. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to start off this celebration with the land acknowledgement. We wish to acknowledge this land on which the West End Buddhist Temple and Meditation Center operates. For thousands of years, it has been the traditional land of Huron-Wendat, the Seneca, and the Mississaugas of the Credit. Today, this meeting place is still the home to many Indigenous people from across the Turtle Island, and we are grateful to have the opportunity to work on this land. Thank you. So, sorry, I got pulled out of the kitchen. So welcome again, ladies and gentlemen, everyone, for coming to the 7th, 8th International Buddhist Day. This all started about 9-10 years ago when Shoranapo was invited to Japan by the World Buddhist Summit. So he went to Japan, and at that time he was made Canadian representative to bring the celebration of International Buddhist Day to Canada and make it an international celebration, and making Canada one of the places to do that. He has followed through on that promise. We're now in our 8th international celebration, and he's good on his word. We are, did we miss any through the pandemic? No. So he's kept it through. So after that, we're going to start the lighting of the candles. So as I call out the names, please make a procession in the center of the line, and we'll work our way forward up to the stage. Following directions still. Venerable Bhante Sarapala, Canadian representative of the Buddhist Summit. Dhammawasa Handru, Nayakatera, Chief Abbot of the West End Buddhist Temple. Ratnasiri Nayakatera, Chief Abbot of the Toronto Mahavihara. Venerable Wimala Buddhi Nayakatera, Principal of Toronto Mahavihara Dhamma School. Venerable Chuen Fan, Chief Abbess of the Fo Guang Shan Temple in Mississauga. Venerable Damo, Chief Abbot of the Khmer Kron Buddhist Temple in Hamilton. Venerable Uta, Chief Abbot of the Laotian Temple in Cambridge. Venerable Saksit, Chief Abbot of the Laotian Buddhist Temple in Kitchener. Venerable Lusita, Deputy Abbot of the Ottawa Buddhist Temple. Venerable Ututa, Chief Abbot of the Sri Lankan Buddhist Temple in Cambridge. Venerable Siddhi Bala, Resident Monk of the Burmese Buddhist Temple in Toronto. Venerable Shin, Chief Abbot of the Thai Dhammakaya Temple in Milton. This is easy compared to these other names. Miss Christina Fonseca, Acting Mayor of Mississauga. Mr. Alvin Tedjo, Councillor for Ward 2, City of Mississauga. And Mr. Reverend Earl Smith, Interfaith Director of Church of Scientology, Toronto. If we could all slowly make our way up to the traditional lighting of the candle ceremony. Most of the monks and nuns that come back up again for the offering of the flowers to the Buddha. And the monks and nuns led by Bhante Sarapala will offer the flowers and candles to the Buddha. It's very stressful giving orders to monks and nuns right away. I'm worried the hell about my karma wheel. That's why I've been living for 31 years.
Okay, So I would like all the kids and others in the back rows to bring the flowers for the venerable monks. You can come up.
So let's have our first speaker tonight, a welcome speech by Bhante Sarnapal, the Canadian representative for the World Buddha Summit headquarters in Japan.
Good evening, and Dhamma greetings to all the venerable bhikkhus and bhikkhunis, monks and nuns, and the distinguished guests, and my dear kindful friends and students. I especially call kindful friends and students because you know what I'm talking about today, kindfulness. On behalf of our Chief Abbot, the Most Venerable Guru Dhammavasa Mahatera, and all the resident monks of the Western Buddhist Temple, I would like to give a warm welcome to all of you to our 7th International Buddhist Day celebration. And of course, we are still waiting for 2 more senior monks, and we celebrated their birthdays yesterday. and I think they must be on the way, maybe got stuck on the traffic. But I'm very happy to have the presence of many venerable monks and nuns and lay people. And in fact, even last Wednesday, Wednesday is my weekly meditation day. And I was going to do this celebration last Wednesday, but then I realized it is too early. And so this Wednesday is just 2 days, and maybe after the eclipse that happened last Monday. And so April 8th is known as the International Buddhist Day. So, you have this, the Christmas celebration. Everybody knows about the Christmas celebration. And in Buddhist tradition, we have Vesak. Vesak normally falls in the month of May. And so when we had the World Buddhist Summit in Japan, and then so of course there was a Canadian monk of Zen tradition. He was the representative, and he I think he could not continue his service. And they were looking for a monk from Canada. So some monastics in the United States, also in Canada, nominated my name. So the World Buddhist Headquarters reached out to me, and they said, people are highly talking about you, and so we would like to make you our Canadian representative. So I said, okay. So I happily agreed and said yes. Then in 2014, we had our the World Buddhist Summit in Japan. There were by then 45 representatives from 45 different countries from all 5 continents. Now it increased to 60. So 60 countries are celebrating the International Buddhist Day. And so I wanted to celebrate this day with all of you, our monks and nuns and our lay people. And so the whole purpose of this celebration is to promote peace and harmony, happiness, compassion, kindness, non-violence, and as we all are aware of what's going on in the world today, there are a lot of suffering, a lot of pains, a lot of misery, and so our whole mission of this celebration is to minimize the suffering and pain of the world as much as possible, and to maximize the peace, harmony, happiness, well-being of the world. And so for this, of course, one person cannot do it, one country cannot do it, one community cannot do it. So we all need all communities, all countries, and this is not about a religious thing, it's about, we care for the world. We love the world, we love the humanity, and there is a unique teaching of the Buddha. It is part of metta, called loving kindness, and the Pali phrase is called Sabbe Satta Bhavantu Sukhitatta, or Sabbe Satta Sukhino Bhavantu. I hope you got it. So that means may all sentient beings be happy. That's the meaning of this one phrase. So this is that means we are embracing all sentient beings, irrespective of religious background, cultural background, any differences. We treat every sentient being uniquely with love. And we also, like in the Mahan Buddhist tradition, they highly talk about this. Like every single being has the Buddha mind. Like you are going to be the Buddha in the future, so you deserve our respect. You know? So, like we all are bodhisattvas, we don't want to hurt, we don't want to harm any being. So, so this is what we are promoting, and our goal is to see, like we celebrate this day every year. Maybe it's our dream, it's our hope that one day we are going to submit all the records to the United Nations with the hope that they might approve this day, April 8th, as the International Buddhist Day, where we all can. I think in the world we have many days. So this is maybe from the Buddhist communities around the world. We are hoping that United Nations would approve this day as the International Buddhist Day, so that we all can promote peace and happiness and harmony, well-being for all sentient beings. And also, tomorrow we are also going to have peace and prayer walk organized by the Canadian Christian Black Association. Right? It's together with the Toronto Police. So all across GTA, in all divisions. So I'm also serving the Toronto Police as a Buddhist chaplain. So I'm assigned to join the Division 11, and where we all are going to walk together with all the religious leaders and with people. We're just going to walk and just, what we see in the city, like, the violence. We're trying to make an awareness, we all are together in this journey. We don't want to fight, we don't want to harm, we just want peace. And with this, tomorrow we are going to walk on the streets all across GTA. And I think, with this year's lunar solar eclipse that happened last Monday, all the positive things are coming, like, that even some people were scared, but I said, don't worry, this is positive thing. It's good. Although it might bring darkness, but we are going to transform darkness into the light. And we are going to spread love. We are going to spread light. We are going to spread kindness. So nothing will happen, just have faith in yourself. Let's embrace the goodness, that's it. So on this International Day, Buddhist Day celebration, we all are here with the same intention, same purpose, to see eye to eye in kindness, in love, in compassion, in goodwill, in well-being. So I'm very happy to have the presence of almost all the venerable monks. We have the Chief Abbot of our temple, Western Buddhist Temple, and the Chief Abbot of the Toronto Mahavihara is already on the way, and of course Venerable Chufan, Chief Abbot of the Fogonshan Temple, Mississauga, Venerable Thammo, Chief Abbot of the Kemakrom Buddhist Temple, Hamilton, Venerable Buddha, Chief Abbot of the Laotian Buddhist Temple, Cambridge, Venerable Saksit, Chief Abbot of the Laotian Buddhist Temple in Kitchener, Venerable Sunita, Deputy Abbot of the Order of Buddhist Temple, Venerable Udita, Chief Abbot of the Sri Lanka Buddhist Temple in Cambridge, Venerable Oshita, Venerable Siddhivala, resident monks of the Burmese Buddhist Temple in Toronto, Venerable Chen, Chief Abbot of the Thai Dhammakaya Temple in Milton, and of course we have now, I think, Christina, you are acting there now?
Represent.
Yeah, and of course, in fact, we are in your ward, and of course, you and Peter, you have been our friends right from day one, and we always include you in our activities. We're very happy to have you, and Alvin Tejo, and he is the counselor for Ward 2, the city of Mississauga, and of course Devika is going to come, I think Devika Novella. Reverend Early Smith, he's a good friend of mine, from 90s. We work together and we have Lucas, he's the PhD System Board trustee, and so we have all the venerable monks and nuns and the amazing people and all the kindful friends and students of meditation class, and so kindfully and mindfully. We are celebrating International Buddhist Day today, so I would like to give you a warm welcome. So thank you so much.
'Итак, друзья, вы только
Definitely, we are all very honored to be here, and we are able to celebrate this special day together with different Buddhist traditions to show the collaborations of the Buddhists in this country. And as a Malaysian-born Chinese, when I was in Malaysia, the Vesak Day is actually a big celebration for us, especially in my hometown. And we have like parades from all different temples, like going around the city, and the police helped keep the traffic order, and then the whole city was filled with harmony and joy with the blessing from our faith. So the Chinese Buddhist traditions, temple, we normally celebrate the Buddhist birthday on the lunar calendar of April the 8th. So when I came to this country, like the United States or now in Canada, and I was thinking that whether we should celebrate and honor, celebrate the honored one on the Western calendar or the lunar calendar. So definitely today I was very pleased that we are able to celebrate on this like April 8th. I remember when I first arrived in the United States, probably 20 years ago then. And on the April 8th, I went outside and get some grocery. I met someone and we just really happy with his birthday. That made me think of like, how can we bring this tradition to more people, let more people understand about this teaching. And as a follower of Buddha, my beloved master, also the founding master of Hongshan, the Venerable Master Xingyu, we all know that he advocates to promote the principle of humanistic Buddhism in bringing harmony and peace among all the living beings around the world. So he deeply believed that the second Buddha was not a god, but simply a human being, and the uniqueness of Buddhism lies in that it was founded by a human being. And also born in this human world to teach human beings, to help us discover the guidance and happiness. That is why it is to be called humanist Buddhism. Since humanistic Buddhism is centered on human beings, the true Buddhist teachings shall carry the aim of finding ultimate happiness by relying on the oneself and the Dharma. And I believe that the Buddha also reminds us that to transform our world, so we must cultivate ourselves to others. And my master, Venerable Master Singh, believed that through the teaching of the Buddha, he pointed out there are the 5 harmonies, which are the harmony of joy within oneself. We can achieve our own individual harmony through joy, which is what we also call the harmony in one's own mind. And the second one is harmony of respect between self and others, that we are able to achieve the interpersonal harmony through respect. And the third is harmony of cooperations within the family, that we can achieve the family harmony through our differences. And the fourth is the harmony of unity in society, so we can achieve the social harmony through cooperations. And finally, harmony of peace through the world, that we can achieve the world harmony through peace. And I believe that the world would be having more love and peace through understanding each other. We should step out of our narrow circles of self-interest into the much wider circles of compassion for all living beings. Through mutual respect among different religions can ever lead to full and lasting peace. So may we continue this effort and also the hope for all of us to make this great vow on this special Buddha Day. Thank you.
Thank you very much, that was lovely. As a lay person, I would have to say just for a second that understanding the differences in religions and Buddhism, in particular between homocentric and theocentric teachings, can be very confusing as a lay person. So thank you for bringing the human aspect to it, because it crosses over and bridges all of that. So thank you. Miss Jenny, would you please come up to the front? Yes, you, Jenny. No, Chris knows what's happening, so you come up now, please. Everybody's killing me on this mic job today. I don't know what is happening here to my last year. I'm resigning. There's a Hindu temple up the road that's looking to hire me for a better gig. And at this time, we'd like to welcome Ms. Christina Fonseca, representing Acting Mayor of the City of Mississauga. As well with Ms. Fonseca is Mr. Alden Tejo, Councillor for Ward 2, City of Mississauga. And Jenny, come on up. She is adoring the lady.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much, Jenny. Thank you so much to all of you for the opportunity to be here today, to Bante, to Chief Abbott, to all the venerables, to everyone here. It is such an honor to be able to be invited to this seventh or eighth annual International Buddhist Day. And it is also such an honor to be here with my council colleague, Councillor for Ward 2, Bante, as you had said, Alden Tejo, who is also running for mayor. So I will, after I say a few words, I will pass it over to Councillor Tejo. But I also wanted to recognize another colleague of ours, of mine in particular, but ours on council, Trustee Lucas Ellis, who's here representing Ward 3 with the Field District School Board, and who I will have the pleasure to work with through this term. And when it comes to learning, I look to, as a trustee with the Peel District School Board, and the teachings and learnings of the Peel Board, I just want to say a thank you to you, Lucas, and I know that you have attended here at the West End of this cultural center many times as well, so thank you very much. Looking back on the number of years that I have had the privilege and the honor to attend, even long before this building or this facility was in place, just the practices and the many different celebrations and the teachings and learnings of Bante, and all of you as vulnerable, all the vulnerables in our city of Mississauga. I just want to say a huge thank you to all of you. In our city, we have a number of pillars, and some of them that come to mind when I think of your teachings and everything that this day, wrapped up in this day, all in one, really define are how you teach us all in our city and beyond, obviously globally, is the importance of belonging. Belonging is very important, and not only in this day and age with everything happening out there, not only in our city, but across the GTA, the province, the country, and globally, but making sure that everyone equitably is feeling that they belong. And also connecting one another into our community, and making sure, no matter what age, and it's so great to see so many young people here, and over all the years that I have been invited to the different celebrations and workshops that you have held, you always find ways to connect young people and families into your practices and into your philosophy and into your teachings and learnings. And the other is how we can all prosper. And when I say prosper, it's not only about financially prospering, but also about what you referenced, Bante, mindfully prospering and kindfully prospering, and how we need to remember to think about and express gratitude to one another for what we do have in our community and in our city, and also generosity. And when we connect with one another, when we are mindful of one another and kindful, and when we think about how each one of us can play a role in our community, that is when we are going to prosper the most. And I want to say again, a huge thank you from the very first day that you had a vision and invited me to the groundbreaking for this incredible temple, moving forward to today, and the vision that you have beyond today. Just a huge thank you, and we will do whatever we can in our city of Mississauga to celebrate this very special day, but not only this day, all that you are doing to add resilience into our city of Mississauga. So with that, I'm going to pass it over to my colleague, Councillor Tejo.
Thank you, Councillor Fonseca. I'm so honored to be here, and having been welcomed by you, Venerable, and we've met a number of times as well. It's such a wonderful community, and really it's, happy National Buddhist Day. We want to make sure that we are able to celebrate in the city of Mississauga every opportunity that we can together. And I know there were some challenges with scheduling around, Vesak, but I think, Councilor Fonseca and I were talking about how we can find other ways to make sure that we recognize as a city National Buddhist Day and Vesak coming up so that we can celebrate together, because I think that's really important. You talk a lot about being mindful, and kind as a country here in Canada, but I think we need much more of that in Mississauga as well. We need to be a kindful city in terms of looking out for one another and for taking care of one another. And Councilor Fonseca and I have been working a lot with a number of the shelters in the community. There are a lot of people in our city who are struggling a lot right now. Some of them are newcomers, some of them have been here for a long time. And we need to do a lot more as a community to wrap our arms around them, to help them, to feed them, to shelter them. And we need that compassion throughout our society. And everything that you do to espouse that kindfulness throughout the community is very helpful and helps us get to that next step and to remind people that we need to take care of one another, and that as sentient beings, that this is our responsibility to make sure that everyone has that opportunity and that dignity moving forward. And I think that's what I love about Mississauga the most. So many of us come from different places. My family came from Indonesia, they're Chinese from Indonesia as well, and I love practicing my Bahasa with you when we get a chance to talk. And that's the richness of our community, is that we can come together from different places, and that we can respect our cultures and our religions and our beliefs, and that our responsibility as councillors in the city is to defend that, to make sure that we will continue to protect and to ensure that you have the rights to your freedom of expression, but also to make sure that we are building a community and a society that can come together and celebrate those differences and to be stronger from them. And I think that's what we're building towards. So I won't talk about running for mayor, that's not the time, it's not the time or the place, but it is very much an important piece that you remain involved and committed to your community to see what ways that you can contribute to our society here in the city. And I thank you for this time. Thank you.
Thank you, councillors. Could we please welcome Venerable Ahangama Ratnasiri Nayaka Mahapara of the Chief Abbot Toronto Mahavira Scarborough.
We just celebrated his birthday, and also Chief Mark.
Venerable Mahasangha, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Today I am very happy that Venerable Bhante Santapal invited me, we are the resident monks of the Toronto Mahavira, to join in this wonderful occasion. The Buddha said, Sukho Buddhanam Upado. Happy is the appearance of the Buddha. The message of the Buddha is a universal. Whatever religion you follow, this message is common to everybody. That is the message of peace. So, happiness. You know that there are two words in English, happiness and pleasure. You can get pleasure by stimulating the senses, but you should gain happiness by purifying the mind. During this time, what we have to do is to purify the mind. That is what we do during the Vesak season, the time of birth of the Buddha. So we should practice, as Mr. said, generosity, kindness. So these are good qualities. These good qualities are common to all human beings. So during this time, what we should do is to purify the mind by practicing these good qualities taught by the Buddha. So I wish you good luck and all the success in life.
Thank you very much. Please welcome Reverend Earl Smith, Interfaith Director, Church of Scientology, Toronto.
It's a pleasure to be here, and I think this is the first time in this particular place for me. I think Bronte and I have been together since the 90s, as he was saying, at one of the earlier places. So, venerable monks and nuns, pleasure to be there with you, and all of you, and the rest of you, special guests. Nice to see you. It's a real pleasure, as I said, to be here today. I mean, Monty's been to several of our events, and I go, I gotta get to one of his, you know? And of course, we had to go across town. Actually, in the Scarborough, you're closer to me. Anyways, I'm so glad to have a chance to thank you to say a few words. My founders, even the founders, my founders were Mr. Hubbard, I remember, just last month, and I think last year as well. The thing I would like to say, I think, for the Buddhists, and I was reflecting on this, is, the message from the Buddha was so strong that he changed at the face of civilization. There was so much war, and not just poverty, war that was going on, and yet his principles and wisdom of kindness and to love one another as we should, as each of us wish to be treated. And these kinds of loving kindness actually brought a civilizing attitude to the whole world. And, but it's still continuing. Back to the Buddhist culture and religion that brings that forward. In Scientology, we say, Mr. Hubbard says, well, we did that. That's one of the reasons that we live, is we want to help one another. And so, whatever we can do to do that, and actually bringing about a more civilizing attitude, which we certainly need in today's society, we have to continue to do that. You can't just do it once and say, good, see you next year, or something like that. No, it's an everyday thing. And by doing it, we feel better, not just ourselves, but we make others feel better. That's really the purpose. And by doing that, we make a better society. And I like to work with the Buddhists, with all of you. Let's make a better society. All right? Thank you so much.
Okay, so first, chanting for world peace by the Theravada Sangha.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa arahato โตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโต